Hello and welcome, Sudoku friends, to an LPE's expert puzzle. Today is January 24. Yesterday's expert puzzle was disappointingly easy. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? And hope that this one is going to be a little bit more challenging. The first thing that I see, of course, is that we got a 6 and a 9 here and a 6 and a 9 here. We got a 6 and a 9 here. So it's clear that these two squares must be a 6 and a 9. And don't really know what to do about that at the moment, but I can see a couple of 8s blocking down. And this 8 also blocks here, so here's an 8. We have 2 5s here, blocking like so. So a 5 must go here. There is more 9 and 6 magic going on in block 4 here. Got a 9 blocking down and a 9 blocking over. One of these is a 9. We got a 6 blocking over and a 6 blocking down. So one of these is a 6. And that gives me an 8 in one of these two positions. We also have 8s here or here. 5 blocks up and a 5 blocks over. One of these is a 5 blocking down. This 5 blocks down. So one of these is going to be a 5. Couple of 3s blocking these squares here. And this 3 also blocks this square. So here's a 3. The 4 is blocking this square. This 4 is blocking these two squares. One of these is a 4 blocking across. This 4 blocks across, and this 4 blocks up. So we have a 4 here or here. We also have an 8 blocking up, by the way, and across. So 8 will go here, here, or here. Can we get? Yes, we can get closer to that, because this 8 blocks here, and this 8 blocks here. This 8 blocks here. So we got 8 and 4s in these two squares here. So 8 and 4, 9 and 6. Left a 1, 2, and a 7. 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here. 2 has got to go here. And a 1 and a 7 for these two squares here. 7, by the way, has got to go either here or here. The 1 is going to be a bit more problematic, but, well, we have a 1 blocking up here, so one of these is a 1 blocking across. We only have 4 givens in the top row. Missing are 1, 2, 3, 5, and a 7. We have a 1, 2, 3, and a 5 blocking this square, so this must be a 7. And that gives me a 7 here. Now it's easy to place a 7 in this square because this 7 blocks here, this 7 blocks here, so here's a 7. And therefore we have a 7 here. Here we are now looking for a 1, 4, and an 8. The 4 and an 8 block here, so here's a 1. 4, 8 here, therefore a 2 and a 5 here. The 5 blocks up, giving me this 2 and this 5. 2 blocks down and across. Here's another 2. We know that these are 6 and 9 because we found that out at the beginning. Therefore, this must be a 1. We remember that these were 1s and 7s, so we don't have to analyze that any further. We can enter a 1 here. These are still 4, 8. Remember, we analyzed it already. There is no need for us to revisit that. 2, 3, and 5 here. We're not there yet, I think. So let's quickly move to something else. 1, 4, 5 here. Can we do anything? One of these is a 5. That's all we can do. 5 and 9 here. 9 blocks down and 9 blocks over. 9 therefore must go here. And since this is 6 blocks across, we know that this is a 6. And these therefore must be a 2 and a 4. The 4 blocks across, the 4 blocks down, one of these is going to be a 4. And we also are looking for a 4 here or here. 1 and 7 for these squares. 1 blocks down, here's a 7, here's a 1. Because of these two pairs, 1 and 5, we know that these must be a 1 and a 5. Therefore, this can only be a 4. 3 and 7 here. 7 blocks over, therefore a 3 goes here, and a 7 here. Two 7s blocking across like so, and two 7s blocking these two squares. Here's a 7, the last 7 for this puzzle. I know that we are probably going to be dealing with a unique rectangle in these 4 squares, but I choose to ignore that for the moment and see if we can solve the puzzle without going there. We have a 9 blocking here. We have a 9 blocking here, and a 9 blocking here, and a 9 blocking here. So this square can only be a 9. We know that these are 1 and 5, therefore these must be a 4 and a 6. 4 blocks down, here's a 6, and here is a 4. The 6 blocks up, giving me this 9 and this 6. Finally, these two 6s block down, and this 6 blocks across. 6 here. 5, 9, 1, 2, 8 here. But we can do something with these 3 squares here, can't we? We need to find a 2, 4, and an 8. And we got a 4 and an 8 blocking this square. Ergo, it's got to be a 2. This 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks across, and this 2 blocks down. Therefore, we have another 2 here and a 2 up here. A 5 and a 3 for these squares. And maybe now we can do something in the left chute. 5 and 9, therefore 1 and an 8 here. The 8 blocks over. Here is a 1 and here is an 8. 1 blocks over, therefore a 5 goes here and a 1 here. 8 blocks this square, which therefore has got to be a 4, and this is an 8. This is a 4 and this is a 2 by normal Sudoku rules. Only one square left to fill here, and that must be a 6. Now we have 2 6s blocking like so, and we have this 6 blocking across like so. So here's a 6. 3 and 4 here now. The 4 blocks up. 3 here, 4 here. Therefore, a 4 here and an 8 here. Blocking down, giving me this 8. And this now has got to be a 1. And that tells me that this must be a 1. And these two must be a 3 and a 9. We can solve those because the 3 blocks here, here's a 9, here's a 3. Now we have a 9 here and a 5 here. This has got to be a 5, giving me a 5 here and finally a 3 for this square. I would rate this slightly more difficult than yesterday's puzzle from Milpace, but that's all. It's easy to solve these puzzles, I think, without using any notation. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll come back for more soon. Bye for now.